Hello friends and welcome to my channel. I wanted to introduce myself again after a long period without posting any sort of art related content with a little video of me just drawing. My camera was a little out of focus, so I hope you make out what I'm doing. Um, as you know, I'm a self-taught artist, and with this new revival of my channel, I want to share with you my process, maybe even teach any of the tips and tricks I have come up with while learning things on my own. So here you can see one of those many things I have come up with, which I don't particularly suggest any of you to do, but if you want to try it, you can actually do it because that's basically what I do. Means, as you can see, for me, it's more easy to go into the actual shapes instead of laying out basic shapes of the drawing, and I go right in to the shape of the subject I'm working with. And this particular piece is just a sketch of a picture of a woman. And like I said, instead of doing geometric shapes like positioning things on paper beforehand, I jump right into how the face should be facing and how the nose should look, and I started shading. So basically, that's what I do. I start building things up from general shape of the subject instead of doing circles and squares and rectangles. Sometimes I use guidelines inside these general shapes, and I think those are helpful, especially with eyes and nose and lips. But in general, I try not to use them because I feel like those things are too constraining for my process. And as you can see, I am erasing a lot because I don't have those basic shapes at the beginning. So I'm building from the middle towards the end. So I'm actually building up without having any actual guide. But that has been how I've always tackled drawing. So from this little thing, as like I said, it's just a little drawing and just introducing myself, and I want you to take from my particular way of drawing is that your first piece is never gonna come, the first sketch, the first painting, the first whatever you're doing, your first sculpture, it's never gonna come out perfect. As much as we try to be perfect in our work and we want it to look as good as it does, as artists usually we're always judging ourselves and wanting to be perfect, and from the get-go, from the start, you want it to be perfect, and it's never going to happen. So as you have seen, I have done that phase like countless times, and I have erased a lot. And that's what I want you to take out of this, that you can always start over and you can always begin until you're satisfied with what you have. And one of the many things I have learned is to be happy with my own art and my own accomplishments, because it's not easy to do the things we do creatively, and people take it for granted, and we have to value what we already are doing because it's important for us to value ourselves that high. So keep learning, keep practicing. The more you practice, the more you draw, the more you paint, the more you do things, the better you're gonna get. As with any craft, the more time you put into most techniques, the better you'll get. It's always gonna be that way. never goes back. You always get better. So that's what I want you to get out of this today. I hope to show you next time something better. I'm gonna keep fiddling a little more with my settings on my camera because I want to show you better quality videos. I'm just using a new camera and I'm learning how to use it. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. And you can follow me on all social media at Gerardo Canova. And I hope you have a nice day. Bye.